Hi everyone, welcome to Pbolic Notes. My name is Michael Kirkchain, and today what I'll be doing is I'll be sharing with you my Fibonacci retracement for Ethereum token. Ethereum is a cryptocurrency that I personally own, and I track it. It's probably one of the most important blue chip cryptocurrencies out there. And I'd like to kind of figure out if I can do a Fibonacci retracement on it the same way I'd done a couple of days ago with Bitcoin. So I'll be sharing my computer screen with you. And before I do that, I'd like just to do a full disclosure. I own Ethereum token. And I'm personally invested in Ethereum. And also I'm not a financial advisor. So everything I'm sharing with you tonight is going to be for your own personal usage. This is not something that you should be just exercising or just purchasing until you've done your homework and your own research, and also double check with your financial advisors. So let's get started. I will share with you my computer screen, and then afterwards I will go to TradingView, which is a tool that I use for my technical analysis. And I'll just make myself a little smaller here so that way I can share with you the entire screen. So if you go here, and what I want to do is I want to set the Fibonacci retracements, and I want to set it from the points that are going to be really the lowest points that are the lowest wick, and I'm going to be bringing it up to the kind of the highest point on this chart. And I've gone back to this chart as far back as I could, and now what I'll be doing is I'll be taking the next lowest point, which is going to be right over here. Here's where we had kind of accumulation and then a small distribution. So those are going to be the points that I like. I like kind of doing it that way, and then because then when there's congestion being done on the token, usually means that that's when the buyers and the sellers were kind of trying to resist for this important point of resistance, and then so I'll be doing this repeated multiple times until it gets to the point where I have enough information for me to kind of work with that. So over here, I'm gonna do one here as well. It looks like this point over here is also an important point. It looks like it repeated a couple of times right over there. And then I will repeat this process over here as well. And then I believe that I am going to be doing one last one right over here. So I think this is going to catch enough of it. And afterwards, what I'll do is the points that are repeating multiple times. For example, you see over here, it repeats multiple times. So this one here, I will select this, and with Alt-H, I can basically make a long horizontal line. These are the points that are repeating a lot. And with these ones, I'm going to be setting it so that I can then remove the other ones which are maybe not as important as far as it being repeated. So right over here, I like this one as well. It's got multiple points of contact. This one, I guess I'll just put it just because it's kind of the starting point. And over here as well, there's a couple here that are kind of repeating. This one here. And over here, they're not really lining up perfectly. So I'm just going to pick one because they're kind of lined up, but not perfectly. So I will put this one here, this top, and I will just put the Alt-H here. The other points, I believe that I will remove. I just want to see if, so this point seems to be important as well, but it's not being hit contacted too many times. So what I will do is over here, yeah, I will stay. You see over here we have multiple times that's being kind of coming close, but not exactly aligning perfectly. So those ones I think I will ignore. And what I will do is the other ones I will just remove them just so that it's not so difficult on the eyes. And then let's see what we have, if we have anything happening here. So if you look at what's going on with Ethereum, it looks like it's really following the Fibonacci retracement beautifully. because if we look at what's going on here, and if I kind of make this a little bigger, we see that from this, let's say this was at December 2020, then it went and it hit this point here, right? And then all of a sudden it went down a bit, and then it broke this point, which was around 1895, and it hit the next point, it looks like, or it went straight up. This one shot right through. So it shot right through to over here, and actually it wasn't a perfect hit for this Fibonacci number, because then it hit here, and then it came back down, and then it hit this point of 1921, and then it went up, but it shot through. So it looks like it's not as perfect as the way it was happening with Bitcoin. Bitcoin was a lot better, a lot more mathematical. So meaning that Ethereum is kind of giving us ballpark numbers, but not as effective as a Bitcoin. Because if you look at it over here, what's going on here, for example, let's take the period that we're living through right now. It looks like it hit $4,700 US. Then instead of really coming over here and maybe creating some congestion, it just shot right through. It looks like it went right through all the way down here, and now it's kind of hit support over here, and now it's going to be playing around in this zone. So meaning that we're going to pay close attention to Ethereum, how it behaves over the next little while. But myself, what I would do is I would see what it does, because it's not perfect. So right now, what we're seeing here is not a perfect chart with the Fibonacci sequence. So I'll pay close attention to it to see how it behaves. If it follows these lines more in coming weeks, coming months, or if it starts like missing it again. If it starts missing and going through the points, it will mean to me that maybe it's not as perfect a mathematical model as the previous one was that we had done with Bitcoin. So let's pay close attention to this, and I will come back to this chart in the coming days or weeks to see if anything has changed. Thank you so much for watching.